Every guy thinks that every girl's dream is to find the perfect guy. No, every girl's dream is to eat without getting fat. Duh.
Start with that chicken thigh, pat it dry. Get them all in a bowl. Season them all with Tabasco, cayenne, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Mix it up until it looks just like that. 2 cups of flour, cayenne, paprika, cornstarch, salt, and pepper. Mix it up. That's the flour mix. 2 eggs, buttermilk. You're gonna want to mix that up. Pour that over the chicken. Mix up the chicken, get it in there, and let it sit. Then coat the chicken very well in the flour. Spicy mayonnaise, paprika, cayenne, Tabasco. Simple. Mix. Oil in. Check that it's hot enough. Has to be hot enough. You want to hear that noise. Chicken thigh, 5 to 6 minutes each side, golden brown, then flip. After that, take it out just like that. Toasted brioche bun, spicy mayonnaise both sides, pickles, that chicken, top it. Yes.
Okay, fine. You want to make churros, no problem, but understand these are dangerous.
Small pan, 5 tablespoons butter in, 1 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of sugar. Heat on high heat.
Make sure it's melted and bring to a boil. Turn off the heat. 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 teaspoon fine sea salt. 1 cup all-purpose flour. Stir.
Till thick with 3 C's. Now let this cool
For 8 to 10 minutes, brother. 3 eggs, one at a time. Egg. Mix. Egg. Had to switch to a whisk. Egg. Mix. An egg yolk. Mix one more time.
till nice and smooth.
Transfer to a piping bag with a star tip. Heavy bottom pot. Fry oil.
Filled a little over halfway.
It's cinnamon sugar, not that hard. 3/4 cup of sugar. 1.5 teaspoons of, well, cinnamon. Mix together.
Heat to 375.
Pipe 5 to 6 inch pieces. Snip.
It's average churro size, okay?
Repeat.
Fries 4 to 5 minutes. Till golden brown and crispy.
Remove from the oil. Add the cinnamon sugar. Toss while still hot. Repeat with the rest.
Now these are some good looking churros, but now we're talking. Look at some flaky salt.
Alright, start with the 4-cheese blend. Parmesan, mozzarella, American, and Gruyere. 1 cup of each, and we're going to chop up bacon, parsley, and garlic. Then we're going to add bacon to the pan and cook it until it's crispy. And on the way, we're going to add garlic and parsley. Once the bacon is crispy, add 2 cups of panko and a teaspoon of chili flakes and cook until the panko is brown. Then in the same pan, add 3 tablespoons of butter, 3 tablespoons of flour, and cook until it becomes one. Then add 3 cups of milk. While we wait for that to thicken, on medium-high heat, we're going to cook our pasta. After about 5 minutes, add the cheese and leave about 1/4 cup of cheese to mix with the panko mix that we made. Then take the macaroni out about 2 minutes early and then mix it into the cheese. We're taking it out early because it's going to finish cooking in the oven. Then we're going to mix the cheese with the panko breading and make a nice layer on top of the mac. Then in the 450-degree oven, add the whole pan in for only about 6 minutes because we already made the panko crispy. And we just want that top layer of cheese to melt. Serve it up. Yes,
Today we're making homemade cotton candy flavored ice cream. In a large bowl, add 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. Whisk until it forms stiff peaks. And by now, you know how we test this. Nothing comes out. It's good. Fold in 1 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. Add 2 tablespoons of sugar and 1/2 teaspoon of cotton candy flavoring. Fold in. Now divide it into 2 different bowls. Add blue food coloring to one. And fold. And pink to this one. Now fill a freezer safe dish, a little bit at a time, different colors. A little bit of blue, and keep alternating. Tap it down. Cover with plastic wrap. Freeze 4 to 6 hours. When your ice cream's frozen, pull it out of the freezer.
Scoop it out.
Now for the taste test. With what else? Our tiny spoon, of course.
दोस्तों आज हम लोग बनाने वाले हैं कम मेहनत में बन जाने वाली पाव भाजी और स्वाद में हमेशा की तरह बेस्ट रहेगी। चलिए शुरू करते हैं। 4 आलू बड़े साइज के छील के मैंने कट करके डाल दिए हैं। 300 ग्राम गोभी, 300 ग्राम शिमला मिर्च, 400 ग्राम मटर डाल देना है। पानी इतना डालना है कि सब्जियां ढक जाएं। ढक्कन लगा के सीटी लगा लेंगे 2। उसके बाद ये उबलने के बाद इसे हम छान के साइड में रख लेंगे। गरम तेल में 3 चॉप किए हुए प्याज 2 मिनट भूनेंगे। उसके बाद अदरक लहसुन का पेस्ट 1 चम्मच, फिर से 2 मिनट भूनेंगे। फिर इसमें 3 बड़े साइज के टमाटर चॉप किए हुए, स्वाद अनुसार नमक, 2 बड़े चम्मच पाव भाजी मसाला, 1 चम्मच धनिया पाउडर, स्वाद अनुसार मिर्च पाउडर, थोड़ा पानी डाल के पकाएंगे। जब मसालों के ऊपर तेल आ जाए तो इसमें उबली हुई सब्जियां डाल देंगे, अच्छी तरह से मैश करेंगे। थिकनेस के अनुसार पानी डालेंगे और चलाते चलाते 10 मिनट तक पकाएंगे। तैयार है हमारी पाव भाजी, है ना?
Okay, look, I've got Pizza the Hut before. I'll do it again.
1 cup of water. 1.5 teaspoons of ANC yeast.
A little mixy.
Sit for 5 minutes. 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. 2 teaspoons of sugar. 1.25 teaspoon of fine sea salt.
Whiskey business. Add your yeasty water and mix. Take it a rough dough. Put to a work surface. Keep kneading.
Until nice and smooth.
Medium bowl. 2 drizzles of olive oil. Shape your dough into a ball, into your bowl. Plastic wrap, lightly oiled. Cover.
Rise at room temperature 1 to 2 hours. Italian tomatoes.
Tomato. 2 cloves of garlic. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Salt to taste. Pinch of sugar. Blend.
Until nice and smooth.
Pizza stone.
Into the oven. 500 Fahrenheit.
45 minutes. Baking sheet. Dust generously with flour. Flour. Dump out your dough. Divide. 2 even pieces. And shape into a ball. Onto your sheet. Cover and rest. 30 minutes. Pizza peel with flour. Pizza dough. Flour at the top. Punch around the perimeter. Over the knuckles. Turn, stretch. Little pizza sauce. Spread it out. Cheese. Pepperoni. Into the oven on the 5 minutes.
Broil 2 minutes. Garlic oil on the crusty.
Ooh-wee.
Everyone's been so into gardening lately, so I'm gonna make a gardening cake. I iced my entire cake in a green buttercream filling and then made these little lines that I put Oreo crumbs and then outlined those with grass and put a little picket fence around it. Then I used some fondant and food coloring and I made all of these different edible vegetables. So I made a little pumpkin, little corns, and I of course had to make carrots. I actually planted them in the cake to look like carrots. I cut out a purple flower and then I ruffled the edge to kind of look like a purple cabbage and made a bunch of other little vegetables I stuck in all their little sections. I even made a little tomato and red pepper vine. This cake had a million details and took so long, so don't let it flop. Like and follow if you guys want to see more.
Don't you dare throw those away. We're making the best banana bread. I can't stress it enough. Measure like this. Sweet. Best way to measure. 1.5 cups all-purpose flour. 1 teaspoon baking soda. 1/2 teaspoon kosher salt. 3/4 cup unsalted butter. Make sure the butter's softened, not melted. 1 cup packed light brown sugar. Cream, medium speed, 2 minutes. 2 eggs. 1 teaspoon vanilla. Ripe bananas. The batter's gonna curdle. Don't do you worry. Funnel in the flour, low speed until combined. That way you don't make a mess. Spray 9x5 loaf pan. 45 minutes to 1 hour. Oh yeah.
You still buy marshmallows? Ugh. We're gonna make them.
9x9 baking pan. Spray oil. Half a cup of potato starch. Half a cup of powdered sugar.
Oh, baby. Whiskey business. Dust the every corner, brother. Stand mix bowl.
Half a cup of water. Gelatin. 3 envelopes. Sprinkle that on top. Give a little whiskey business. Put this to the side. Medium pot. 1.5 cups sugar.
1 1/4 cup light corn syrup. And half a cup of water.
Medium high heat. Bring to a boil.
And then boil this big.
Until 240 Fahrenheit. Remove from the heat.
Hand mixer.
See, there's your set gelatin.
Low speed. Carefully stream the very hot liquid down the side of the bowl. Do a little more until all the syrup is added.
Whip on high
For 5 minutes.
Dummy thick. Last, beat in 2 teaspoons of vanilla.
Transfer to your prepared pan. Dampen your hands. Smooth out that top.
Leave out uncovered.
At room temperature overnight. Starch mixture. Peel out your marshmallow and cut.
Into 1-inch cubes.
Coat with more starch.
So we got homemade marshmallows, but
They also toast.